This is Hiram, and we are reading News Today section of Vision IAS Inspiring Innovation. Today is 8 December 2023. 8th December's news is here, and we are reading now. The first news: Italy withdraws from China's Belt and Road Initiative (BRI). Italy was the only G7 nation to join BRI in 2019. Reason for Italy's withdrawal from BRI: widening trade deficits, 90 billion euros to 32.4 billion euros. Some regions are here. Italy's withdrawal. First reason is widening trade deficit and decreases FDI from China and Beijing's alignment from Moscow. Decreasing FDI from China $650 million in 2019 to 33 million in 2021. Beijing's alignment with Moscow have made European countries more skeptical of China's intentions. Earlier, Sierra Leone in 2018 and Philippines in 2023 has announced their exit from BRI. Launched in 2013 as one of Belt One Road, BRI is China's lead infrastructure project to link Southeast Asia and Central Asia, Gulf region, Africa, and Europe with a network of land and sea routes. It aims to deepening regional integration, promoting trade, and stimulating economic growth. Two primary components: skilled road economic belt and maritime skilled Silk Road. Concerns associated with BRI means Belt and Road Initiative. Unsustainable debts by China to partner countries lead to debt drift, making them vulnerable of China's influence. Implementation problem like corruption scandals, labor violations, environmental hazards, etc. India's concerns: BRI passes through Gilgit Baltistan region and thus uh, violates India's sovereignty and territorial integrity, undermine India's influence over smaller South Asian country and Indian Ocean littoral states. Initiatives to counter BRI: Partnership for Global Infrastructure and Investment (PGII) and India Middle East Europe Economic Corridor (IMEC), International North South Transport Corridor INTC, International North South Transport Corridor INSTC. Our next news is China launches the world's first fourth generation nuclear reactor. It uses gas helium for cooling, unlike conventional power plants that use pressurized water. It can produce heat, power, and hydrogen, and uses a small modular reactor (SMR) design. SMR, these are advanced nuclear reactor with power capacity of to up to 300 MW per unit. These are small, modular, and reactor. Small, physically a fraction of the size of conventional nuclear power reactor. Modular is making it possible for systems and components to be factory assembled and transported as a unit of a location for installation. reactors harnessing nuclear fissions to generate heat to produce energy. SMR advantages over traditional reactors: low cost and contribution time due to facility building due to factory building. SMR not being built on site. Simpler and safer due to reduced fuel requirements. They can be deployed incrementally to match increasing energy demand, have increased safety and lower impacts in case of accidents. Nuclear power in India. India has 22 operating reactors with an installed capacity of 7,480 MWE megawatt. India is currently on the second stage of its three-stage nuclear program. India's three-stage nuclear program, Homi Bhabha, envisioned India's nuclear power program in three stages to suit the country's low uranium resource profile. Stage 1: Natural uranium. Stage Natural uranium. Stage 1: the heavy water reactor fueled by natural uranium produce plutonium. Stage 2: fueled by a mix of plutonium and natural uranium with sufficient stokes. Thorium is introduced to convert it convert it into U233. Stage 3 is electricity. Stage 2 and 3 both are based on electricity. Stage 3: mix of thorium and uranium fuels the reactors. Thorium transmutes to uranium 233, which powers the reactors. So we knew about all three stages. UGC approves draft guideline tilted introduction of short term skill development courses in higher educational institutions, HEI. It's our next news. UGC approves draft guideline titled guideline titled introduction of short term skill development course in higher educational institutions, HEs. University Grants Commission UGC draft guideline are the line with National Credit Framework NCRF as specified in National Educational Policy 2020. Objectives of guideline: integrating skilling into higher education at all level and introducing short-term industry-relevant courses, certificate courses in higher educational institutions, HEIs, to bridge skill gap and boost students' productivity at workplace. Key highlights: anyone who has passed 10 plus 2 or senior secondary examination or its equivalent is eligible for admission to short term courses. Higher educational institutions will offer credit linked short term skill development STSD certificate courses of 3 to 6 months. HEI can offer STSD courses in several areas including robotics, cloud computing, cyber security, 5G connectivity, architecture, drafting, basic 3D design, etc. Our next point is need to bridge skill gap. promote better employability, diversity, and equal opportunities for all graduates, acquire new age skill as pre-fast evolving job market, develop human capital to facilitate demographic dividend, foster more collaborative industry academia linkage, initiatives for skilling in higher educational institutions, HEIs scheme for higher education youth in appreciation apprenticeship and skill. Shreyas provides industry apprenticeship opportunities. Earn while learn scheme proposed by UGC helps socio-economically disadvantaged students to earn and get skilled. Next news is government banned using sugarcane juice and sugar syrup for ethanol production. The directive has been issued as per Sugar Control Order 1966 for the 2023 and 2024 supply year. Sugar Control Order 1966 provides power to government to regulate the production of sugar, restrict sales, etc. The government has allowed the use of bee molasses for ethanol production. Bee molasses is viscous, dark, and sugar-rich byproduct of sugar extraction from the sugarcane. It is the most it is of most types like A and B and C. Mossalas, mossels, molasses depending on the state of extraction. Other byproducts of the sugarcane industry can tops and bagages and bagasse and the filter muds. Rationale of the decision: mountain adequate domestic sugar availability and price stability due to an estimated fall in sugar production. Ethanol is one of the most principal biofuel which is naturally produced by the fermentation of sugar by yeast or via petrochemical processes such as ethical hydration. Initiatives to promote the production of ethanol, National Policy on Biofuels 2018, the enable the availability of biofuels in the market, thereby increasing its blending percentage. Ethanol blending program with the target of 20% ethanol blending in the petrol by 2025. PMZ1 Yojana. PMZ1 Yojana, the providing financial support for setting up second generation 2G ethanol projects. Next news is 50 Indian cough syrup manufacturers failed to clear quality tests. Central Drugs Standard Control Organization CDSCO report CDSCO report Central Drug Standard Control Organization report states that around 6% of samples taken from testing from the 54 firms did not meet required standards. Earlier, World Health Organization has raised concerns over substandard quality of cough syrup exported from India, which were allegedly responsible for children's death in Zambia, Uzbekistan, etc. From 1st June 2023, Director General of Foreign Trade has made it compulsory to test sample and obtain certificate of analysis from uh, designed laboratories from export of cough syrups. Drug regulation in India, it is based on Drugs and Cosmetic Act DC Act 1940 and Drug and Cosmetic Rule 1945. DC Act Drugs and Cosmetics Act 1940 created CDSCO, means Drug Standard Control Organization. Central Drug Standard Central Drugs Standard Control Organization. So DC Act 1940 created CDSO under Ministry of Health and Family Welfare to prescribe standard for ensuring safety, efficacy, and quality of drugs, cosmetics, diagnostics, and devices in India. Drug Controller General of India, head of CDSCO, approves licenses for specified categories of drugs such as blood and blood products and vaccine, etc. But some challenges in effective drug regulation are: first is absence of a centralized drug database for effective surveillance of pharma companies. Next is multiplicity of regulators. Nearly 36 regional regulators for drugs, less emphasis on good manufacturing practice standard GMPS. Only 2000 of 10,500 manufacturing units in India have companies to WHO GMPS. Next news is Special Economic Zones SEZ Fifth Amendment Rule 2023 notified by the Ministry of Commerce. The ministry has exercised power conferred by Section 50 of the Special Economic Zone Act 2005. According to the amendment, the board approval many permit of the demarcation demarcation of the portion of an information technology enabled service special economic zone as a non-processing area. The processing area in a SEZ, means special economic zone, is for manufacture of good or rendering of services. The non-processing area is for supporting infrastructure, the repayment of tax benefits already incurred is to be calculated in proportion of the unit build up non-processing area to the total build up processing area. Significance of move, like increases flexibility in carrying not business in SEZ, means special economic zone, and protect the interest of both developers as well as occupiers of SEZ, and the freed of space will lead to better utilization for a diversified set of occupiers, will help to diversify the tenant tenant base in special economic zone SEZ. What is SEZ, specific economic zone? The SEZ is a specially delineated duty-free enclave deemed to the foreign territory for trade. The SEZ is a special Delineated duty-free enclave deemed to foreign territory for trade operations and duties and tariffs. Any private, public, joint sector or state government or its agencies can set up SEZ. SEZ provide several advantages including tax benefit, duty-free import, state of the art infrastructure, etc. Now we'll know about significance of SEZ, like boost foreign direct investment in goods and services, means FDI. It's boost FDIs and increase the share in export and growth in manufacturing and services sector, and increase employment, etc. Some short news is our first short news. Today's first short news is मेरा गांव मेरी धरोहर जी माई MGMD project. मेरा गांव मेरी धरोहर project launched by the Ministry of Culture MOC and to document and map the cultural diversity inherent in village across the country. Mapping is done under the National Mission of Cultural Mapping, and NMCM is a coordination with the Indira Gandhi National Center for the Arts IGNCA. MGMD means Mera Gaon Meri Dharohar seeks the compile comprehensive information detailing the life history and ethos of Indian village. NMCM launched to develop a comprehensive database of artists, art forms, and cultural resources gathered from the organization, ministries, and states. Next news is mycoplasma pneumonia. Mycoplasma pneumonia. What is mycoplasma pneumonia? Pneumonia cases in AIIMS Delhi have no link to recent surge in respiratory infection in children in China. Mycoplasma pneumonia bacteria commonly cause mild infection of respiratory system, throat, lungs, and windpipe. It's one of smallest self-replicating organism, has highly straight genome, lacks cell wall, and grows slowly. It is a common bacterial cause of community acquired pneumonia. It spreads by coughing and sneezing. Next is Mephthal. What is Mephthal? India Pharmacopoeia Commission (IPC) has issued a drug safety alert regarding adverse drug reactions ADR associated with the painkiller Mephthal. Mephthal contains mefenamic acid and is commonly used for menstrual cramps and rheumatoid arthritis. It can trigger adverse reactions like Drace syndrome, drug rash with eosinophilia, and systemic symptoms. DRAS. DRAS means drug rash with eo, eosinophilia with systemic symptoms. DRAS. DRAS syndrome is a severe idiosyncratic response to medication marked by protracted one-set period. IPC IPC is the autonomous institution of the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare to set standard of drugs. Next is an urban flood mitigation project. Prime Minister has approved the urban flood mitigation project under National Disaster Mitigation Fund (NDMF). It is a integrated urban flood management (IUFM) integrated urban flood management activities for Chennai Baskin project. This mitigation project will help make Chennai flood resilient. Uh, this is the first. This is the first in a series of urban flood mitigation efforts and will help develop a broader framework for urban flood management. IUFM is a holistic means urban flood mitigation project is a holistic. IUFM means integrated urban flood management. IUFM means integrated urban flood management is a holistic approach that stresses on the international interrelationship between socioeconomic development, environmental sustainability, and food risk management. Our next news is Article 99 of UN Charter. UN Secretary General invoked Article 99 of UN Charter to warn UN Security Council of impending humanitarian crisis in Gaza. Article 99 states that Secretary General may bring the uh, attention of Security Council any matter which in his opinion may threaten the maintenance of international peace and security. Article 99 has been invoked on the only four occasions in the past. UN Charter is founding document of United Nations signed in 1945 in San Francisco. It codifies major principles of international relations like sovereign equality of states. Next use India's logistic efficiency Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade held a meeting with the Bank of showcase initiatives for logistics. Significant initiatives Land Port Management System (LPMS) to digitize operations at the integrated checkpost ICPs. And the next point is National Logistics Portal Marine as the maritime single window platform for complete end-to-end logistics solutions. FASTag based electronics toll collection, e-air waybill, EAWB, and e-cargo security declaration to facilitate end-to-end paperless air cargo transportation. 35 multimodal logistics parks MMLP planned by the Ministry of Road and Transport. Our next news is cyber insurance. Number of cyber insurance CI policies sold in 2023 are 30 to 40% higher than 2022. Cyber insurance is designed to guard business from potential effects of cyber attacks. It's designed to cover fees, ex, expenses, and legal costs associated with cyber branches that occur after an organization has been hacked. In India, CI covers malware instructions, financial loss due to unauthorized and fraudulent use of bank account, credit card and mobile wallet, legal expenses arising out of any covered risk, etc. It doesn't cover attacks due to accessing restricted sites, cryptocurrency transaction, etc. Our next news is direct ice mapping. Astronomers have created a two-dimensional icy inventory of a uh, a planet forming disk of dust and gas that surrounds a young star NHS 48NE. They used the James Webb Space Telescope. This is the first time a direct ice map of uh, protoplanetary disk around a young star was captured. The starlight collides with many molecules of the disk and creates absorption spectra which can be used to identify its composition. The direct mapping of ice in a planet forming disk provides important input to understand the information of the earth, our earth and other planets, etc. Places in news is Seychelles. Seychelles capital is Victoria. Seychelles is a small Iceland country, is situated in Arabian Sea, Indian Ocean. Indian Ocean at just coastal area of East African coastal area. Seychelles declares state of emergency after explosion amid flooding. Political features: Iceland Republic in Western Indian Ocean, uh, comprising about 150 islands. Major islands of Seychelles are located east of Kenya and northeast the Madagascar. Northeast the Madagascar at Kenya, just near Tanzania and other countries. Iceland Republic, the Western Indian Ocean, comprising about 150 islands. Major islands of Seychelles are located east of Kenya and northeast of Madagascar. Geographical features: highest point is Morne Seychelles. Seychelles consists of both coral and a rocky island with narrow coasts. Climate wet tropical and the drainage system consists of any small stream like lake. Clarification. In news today dated 7th December 2023, under the article 2 bills and Jammu and Kashmir J&K passed in Lok Sabha, it was mentioned that bill increases the total number of seats to 90 from 83. The complete information is that the bill increases the total number of seats 140 from 107. 24 seats of the assembly will remain vacant until the occupation in POK ceases. The makes the effective strength of assembly to 90. Our today's news is finished. Now we'll meet again in 9th December news. Till then, bye bye. Jai Hind.